25th birthday. Now, to help us celebrate, we have 20 Lions fans here wearing replica shirts from throughout the past few decades. And also, we'll be welcoming onto the pitch very shortly some Lions legends of the past. And to help me welcome them onto the pitch, please can I introduce to you your chairman, Mr. John Berylson, and the chairman of the Football League, Mr. Greg Clark. Hundreds of players have represented this club with distinction. The gentlemen I'm going to introduce to you today are representing them. Starting with a man who played for Millwall as far back as the Second World War. He played in the War Cup final in 1945, making 316 appearances in total for the Lions, scoring 4 goals, also playing alongside his brother Jack. Would you please welcome, at 85 years of age, Mr. George Fisher. So George represents the 1940s. Moving forward a decade, we have a man who is still rated by many as one of the greatest ever Millwall players, in spite of the fact that he played barely over a century of first-team games for the club. He went on to play with distinction for his country, Ireland. Would you please welcome Charlie Hurley. Also representing the 1950s, a man who came to the Old Den shortly after Charlie's departure. His brother also played for the club. This man played 160 games at left back, scoring 1 goal. Pat Brady. Moving into the 1960s, this man not only played with distinction in that decade, but through the 70s and well into the 1980s as well. He is a legend. He's the man who played more Millwall games than any other, with 602. It is Barry Kitchener! Forward we come now to the 1970s. This player joined the club in 1975, scored a goal on his debut, helped Millwall win promotion in his first season at the club. He, along with every Millwall fan, was so disappointed to see him leave at the end of that decade after making 167 appearances, scoring 22 goals. It's Phil Walker. And so to the 1980s. This player joined Millwall in 1986, leaving for the first time in 1990 after making a major impact at the club. He then returned briefly in the mid-1990s, making 133 appearances for the Lions, scoring 10 goals, but that only tells part of the story of the contribution made by this man to Millwall Football Club, Terry Harlow.
Yeah! That's a fucking legend. One Terry, there's only one Terry.
The man who played alongside Terry in the engine room of that promotion-winning side in 1988. 273 games for the club, 15 goals. He was the captain. He's Les Briley.
Yay!
And so on towards the present day we go. This player started alongside Les and Terry, playing in the old First Division for 2 seasons. He continued as a Millwall player into the mid-1990s before injury curtailed his career. However, he still made 268 appearances for the club, scoring 5 goals, probably the best right-footed left-back you will ever see. Ian Dawes. And finally, as we bring things right up to date with a player who represented the club in the current century. Another left back. He played in the FA Cup final in 2004 and occasionally almost managed to kick Cristiano Ronaldo. Would you please welcome Robbie Ryan? And finally, ladies and gentlemen, there is one man who is not out here yet. He's the most unassuming of Millwall footballers I have ever met. He joined the club in 1964 as a player. He then moved on to the coaching staff when he retired through injury. He is still with us today. After 46 years, we have a special award to make to the one and only Billy Neal. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you George Fisher, Charlie Hurley, Pat Brady, Barry Kitchener, Phil Walker, Terry Hurlock, Les Briley, Ian Dawes, Robbie Ryan and Billy Neal. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in your seats at half-time, you will have the opportunity to welcome these gentlemen at closer quarters as they take a lap of honour where they will be joined by more former Lions legends. Thank you very much indeed.